Hi everyone and welcome to Chow with Lau, the channel that makes cooking amazing food easy. And today I have a special episode for you to celebrate reaching 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for helping me hit that milestone. You guys are really the best. So to celebrate hitting this, I think it's about time that we got to know each other a little better. So I'm going to reveal 10 things that you don't know about me, and stick around, there are some surprising facts about me coming up. And number 10 is very nearly unbelievable apart from it's actually true. My name is Michael Lau. You'll know me as Chow with Lau, but I'm actually a fashion and commercial photographer based here in the UK. I've been working as a photographer for over 20 years now, and I love my job to bits as I get to work with lots of creative people, and it's literally the most fun I can think of doing. It's not often that you can find a vocation that allows you to just let loose your creativity, so I feel very, very lucky to make my living this way. I am very much an accidental YouTuber. During the lockdown in 2020, I was making photography tutorial videos to put on Facebook, but this felt a bit too much like work. At the time, I was also sharing photos of my cooking, and people started asking me for recipes and videos. So I started making a few videos of me cooking and sharing them on Facebook. The problem was that after uploading them, they were hard to keep track of because Facebook's a bit like that. So I started uploading them on YouTube and shared the links on Facebook. I never went in with any expectations or even hopes of being a YouTuber. And I guess that's why I'm still here, because initially it is a long, hard slog. I was only looking to share it with people in my own circle, and I was happy with that. By August, I was up to about 20 videos at that point and 100 to 150 subscribers. I stopped as it seemed that life was getting back to normal and work was happening and school was happening, so I paused the video making, meaning to get back into it a little later. Time passed and life just got in the way, but in November I just happened to check on my analytics, and shockingly my subscriber count had doubled and my crispy chili beef video had been viewed around 1,500 times. Bear in mind that most of my videos were averaging about 50 views each at that time. So I began to think, if I was beginning to get those numbers without doing anything, what might happen if I started taking it seriously? Anyway, it was only in February 2021 that I eventually got back into making videos, and I've been creating ever since. So I'm left with two thoughts. Firstly, without the pandemic, none of this would ever have happened. And secondly, if I had started this with the intention of becoming a creator, I would have given up way before I got any traction, because it takes so much time and work to build an audience. I would have got frustrated and it just wouldn't have happened. This is basically a very happy accident. Ooh, this is a difficult one, and it changes almost on a daily basis. I have a particular fondness for crispy chili beef because A, I really like it, and B, it was my first video recipe to get noticed on YouTube. I'm also a sucker for most chicken wing recipes, so they're also high on my list. I can eat them any time of day. Salt and pepper squid must be up there as well because it's very Moorish, and also it was the video that exploded my channel. Over 160,000 views on that video alone and counting. Wow. And then there's my grandfather's king prawn tomato dish, which not only tastes wonderful but holds many, many dear memories for me. However, I've got to go for what's probably my all-time favourite dish, sweet and sour pork ribs Hong Kong style. Juicy ribs coated in a crunchy batter, finished off in a tasty sweet and sour sauce. That would probably be my desert island dish. And now I'm hungry. Now this is a close run thing between my kitchen knives and my carbon steel wok. Early on in my YouTube career, I had quite a few comments about my knife skills, or more accurately, my lack of knife skills. Now, I'm not going to make any excuses, but the knives I was using back then were simply blunt, because as I have discovered, I had been sharpening them incorrectly and had actually damaged the edges. all clearly my fault. Since then, I've obtained a set of new Nanthang Brothers knives. They are from Amazon. The link is below in the description if you want to check them out. Now, these aren't a premium brand, but they are very sharp, nice to handle, and very much fun to use. However, my favourite utensil has to be my KC Joy carbon steel wok, also from Amazon. It is a premium product. It cooks brilliantly, heats up so quickly, and does not allow food to stick easily. It's also very low maintenance, which is something that people don't often associate with carbon steel woks. The only negative is that it's quite heavy compared to other types of woks, but that makes it very durable, and it's something I'm willing to put up with. I absolutely love mine. Garlic. Garlic goes with everything. My biggest interest outside of YouTube is keeping tropical fish. This is again something that expanded during the pandemic, and now I have 7 aquariums and countless fish and shrimp. My pride and joy is Goku, my Fahaka puffer. Try saying that 3 times fast. Who I've raised from a teeny tiny little baby fish. He's very interactive and has a very cute face, so we're kind of kindred spirits. I've had to stop at 7 fish tanks before I risk jeopardising my marriage, so I've also started to make vase aquariums to feed my habit. These are only big enough to keep shrimp in, but I think they're really beautiful, and you don't need any special equipment because they are their own little ecosystems. This is my little corner of peace, and it makes me very happy. Without doubt, my family. I think that especially when it comes to food, family is hugely influential in terms of what and how we eat. My grandfather came to the UK to open a restaurant. My mum and dad were chefs. I grew up in and around kitchens. And even though I never became a chef myself, my passion for cooking and food was sparked off by my family. And I find that food has always been a way to connect to our past. It's almost like a family album, but with dishes that remind us of moments and places instead of photographs and videos. So my YouTube journey has been about sharing with you dishes based on food that my family has made over the years, both through business and home cooking. And so far, people seem to enjoy it too. And that makes me very, very happy indeed. No, it's far too hard, and in these uncertain times, far too risky. Having said that, if my channel grew to a big enough size, I'd consider doing it the way that Mr. Beast has created his Mr. Beast burger business. Chow with Laos, anyone? I am in fact the world's worst Chinese person. By this I mean that my grasp of the Chinese language is absolutely terrible. Just to give you some context, I was born and raised in the UK, so I guess that's a big part of the reason. But my mum tells me that I was quite fluent in Hakka when I was a little child, which is my family's dialect, until I started school. Then it was English all the way. I guess it was my subconscious way of trying to blend in, but it's one of my bigger regrets. I get so self-conscious and embarrassed when I try to speak Chinese that I tend to just avoid it whenever I can. However, things did improve when the answer to question number 10 happened. My wife won me in a raffle. True story. Although she didn't think she'd won an actual husband in the raffle. Allow me to explain. When I started my photography studio, I thought I'd promote it by launching it with a fashion show. So I put together this event, which was very cool by the way, and promoted it as far and wide as I could. On the night, it was a great success. We sold out all the seats and the show was very well received. As part of the event, we were selling raffle tickets to raise money for good causes. And as one of the prizes, I was offering a professional makeover shoot. A young lady by the name of Yvonne won my prize, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now the irony is that due to my historic rejection of being Chinese, I had made a vow to myself that I would never ever date, let alone marry a Chinese girl. And Yvonne is and was very much Chinese. As I was brought up in England, Yvonne was brought up in Ireland, so I put it down to her very appealing Irish accent. However, she has always kept in touch with her Chinese roots and over the years has helped me reconnect with mine. Now, I'm not one to believe in fate, but sometimes you've just got to believe that the universe has a plan for you. And in case you're wondering, I did not fix the raffle. So I hope this video has given you an insight into who I am and that you know me a little better now. I feel it's always nice to know a little bit about the person you're watching, what drives them, and a little bit of background. I feel that I've come to know some of you through the conversations we have had through the comments on my videos. And so I've always wanted to respond as a real person and not just some random guy on YouTube. Let me know if you have any questions for me in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Take care guys. Bye bye.